Kosher Catfish, yeah.
With the supersized.
I don't even think I can call it shark fin. I think it's like one of them platypus directus that they had used to be back in the swamp. And them suckers go around and they sneak up under the other Tyrannosauruses and all them other things and go up in their belly. And then they open their big old mouth and eat them
Almost alive, are they?
it's just what they do in the bayou back in the prehistoric times.
Before I was alive. I was just coming up with that stuff.
Cause what I was here to talk to you about
Is the food.
the food.
The food. Well, Kosher Catfish has had this idea for a while.
Since I had to eat.
I used to kosher stuff.
And I missed the boudin. I missed the mud bug. Maybe they can come up with some way to like 3D print some kosher mud bugs, just so I got with proper mouthfeel and just you know what you do.
You know what you do with the mud bugs. I ain't gonna go into all that.
But anyway, I had an idea about making some
Kosher, a boudin. Now, the old-fashioned boudin
is like a blood sausage with everything, the intestine of the pig, everything, even his snout is ground up, stuck in down, and cooked up and served with rice and all kind of things like that, stick some vegetation.
make the boudin
Really desirable.
But when, of course, Catfish got away from
Eating a pig and stuff like that, and
I went into withdrawals for a while.
I've stayed away from it for a long time.
But I've been linking stuff together. Oh, if you see that,
The iguana is trying to stay in here and stay warm. I might tell you about my frozen iguana story at some point. But
boudin.
what if Kosher Catfish come up with some kosher boudin and we come up with a little jingle to sell this stuff, and it'd be like the kosher catfish boudin, and it'd be I shake your boudin, I shake your boudin. I think that would just work. But someone said you might get sued for picking up the KC's a song, because Kosher Catfish, if you look at it just right, is
K and a C. But I just think somehow
the kosher boudin would just make some money. So in your head,
you just need to think I shake your boudin, I shake your boudin.
For those of you that do not know that,
That was a song
from back in the 70s when strange people with whatever they was doing come up with stuff like that.
the summer of
Love people and that kind of stuff. But anyway,
I was here to talk to you about eating strange stuff with old country people, because that's what we was.
growing up, I remember Granny telling me the stories about how they would eat possums.
They'd eat them possum.
But what they do, they catch the possum. You don't want to abort possum because having them testicles and stuff make the meat taste bad, just like on a pig.
That's how it works. That's how it works. You gotta get them young and tender.
The girl possums, and she take them possums and put them possums up, feed them corn and lots of water for a few days. Possum think it's all okay, so get friendly with the possum.
I don't play with a possum around here. They're not that bad. They're not gonna attack you like a coon will do.
Anyway,
After a few days of feeding the corn, you clean them out. Clean them out nice. He poop good.
probably give them some greens or something like that, turnips and such.
Just to help scare it.
Anyway,
She said they like to eat the possum.
until one day she was coming home from town. Of course, they was in a buggy because this is like back in 1903
or 04. Way back, she was a young.
Oh, it's worse than that.
It's worse than that. It's for the turn of the century back then.
Because they was on a buckboard riding home.
She said they look over.
Had heard a bunch of noise, a bunch of fighting, and it was a cow carcass.
It's a whole front end done rotted off. You could sort of see up in there. And somebody got out and they stopped, and her and her brother
Went and poked a stick.
up in the carcass. And next thing she know, them suckers come running out. There's the possums.
Up there eating in the cow carcass.
And she said after that,
No more.
no more the cow carcass. No more the cow carcass with any kind of critters.
Running out of it, we don't eat whatever runs out.
We really can't eat the cow carcass.
But
The critters that run out,
you know there's something wrong with that.
that's a scavenger. A scavenging.
Another one that we did for a good long while when I was growing up is we eat the coon. You get the coon, do the same thing with the coon. And I remember one time I come in, I was a little boy. Granny, it wasn't Granny, it's the real Granny. The one that raised me was really like the great aunt, like the Tom Sawyer person.
She opened the oven, and she say, "Ooh, Robbie, look in there. We got the coon and the sweet potatoes and everything. And it's just gonna be good." And I looked at it, it's like, it looks like Rover. When you skin out a coon and cook it, it looks like a dog. I did eat some. It wasn't that bad, but I wouldn't do it again. Anyway, story number 2, it went. Now, one of the real good ones was the next one. When you get the deer, and you're going to make the deer sausage, deer is very, very dry, very, very not much fat because of what they do, the way they live. You know, they eat very clean and they run and frolic and all that kind of stuff. So they got a lot of fat. So what we do is go out and get a young pig. Go out to hunting and hunt the pig and trap the pig and take the pig and put the pig fat in with the deer. That's just what we do. And it would make it more tender and more succulent when you make it a deer sausage. It was good. It was good stuff. I just couldn't eat it no more. I guess people that want to, they can eat it. It's still good. But that's how you mix it, the deer and the pig. Yeah. If his testicles done dropped on the pig, you don't want to use him because his meat's going to taste like it smells. Anyway, I guess we was cleaning one of them pigs, and I was eating me a sandwich. Oh, Kosher Catfish had a very, very strong stomach. You know, skin something to be eaten. Anyway, we hung the pig the way you hang the deer, you know, by the back feet and all that, and it make a triangle. And since old Kosher Catfish like all that Illuminati and all them and Egyptian things, I said, take a picture of me looking through there, through his pig legs on the thing, and I was eating me a sandwich. And he got a picture of me. I really did that. And I thought it was cool. I thought it was one of the coolest pictures I ever taken in my life. What can I say? We was all from the Bayou. We was hanging out there at the deer camp. You know, that's the way it go. That's the way it go. What's another one? Oh, I think I done told you about the horse. Yeah, Grandma bring home the horse because she worked in a situation where back in the late 60s, that people was getting rid of horses left and right. But it was stringy. It was stringy and red. I thought it was tough, so I didn't want no more horse either. So anyway, Kosher Catfish just telling you the cooking stories. Because I come from a family of cooking. I come from a state of mind of cooking. And the old Kosher Catfish cooks a lot. I cooks on the grill. I cooks on the fire. We got some black beans sitting in there on the fire, our heating fire. Why waste the gas when you've got a fire made out with wood? Use the wood. It is good. Anyway, I just thought I would tell you some of my strange eating habit stories from the day. Back when I thought it was okay. Hey. It may be okay for you. It's not a criticism. It's just the fun stuff. It's the fun stuff that we did and the things about the earth and about touching the earth and about the food and just about the reality of doing these things and having these stories. It's what makes the human a non-legumin human. You don't want to be a human being. You want to be the real thing. So go out and do you some gigging, run some trot line, go set them suckers out. It is fun. But we got snow coming, and that's what the next circumstances is going to be. We'll see if we got any power, anything left here in a few days. It has been bad before, and it may be bad later. So I will do a little weather reporting on the end of here, and whenever it be what it be, and I'll show you some of the pictures around here. How much ice and snow that we got. I think it'd be cool. Anyway, Kosher Catfish signing out. I didn't mean to shout. Hallelujah.